It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Carr Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the sure catch, and flipped the down marker back to 1.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on first down. Brooks. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Operating from the gun. Brooks eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith, and he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is Smith. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Smith, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 8 coming up. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, now Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. On play action, it's Carr. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action. It's Herbert. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. Carr now on first down. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 2. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Brooks. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dumps it off to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.